Influencer marketing has taken over. Over the past few years at Toro Media as a digital marketing agency, we've had to stay on top of influencer marketing as a newer, what seemed like a trend, and now something that's really taking over the marketing world, nationally, around the world, but definitely in Boston, in New England, in the area that we're located in. As an agency, we need to be on the front line of understanding what's going on. So we've been doing a lot of research. We've been talking to a lot of the Boston influencers that we have relationships with, and really studying exactly what they're doing. Not only that we have the information, but we get a lot of questions from our clients, potential clients, on the best way to spend their marketing dollars, and if influencer marketing is the right move for them, and then which influencers are the right fit for their business. When it comes down to that, one thing that I preach to everyone is authenticity. Authenticity is something that really everywhere, but specifically in Boston and the surrounding areas, people pick up on very quickly if something is forced or contrived. And I think in the influencer world, you can tell there is that fine line where you can tell someone's just getting paid to do something, or if they genuinely care about a product, a business, organization, a cause. So finding the right influencer is key. One thing that we wanted to highlight here today is a campaign that has been one of the most organic campaigns I've seen in a very long time. To give a little background, this is Marc Lewis, Boston influencer, really influential voice around the city and the surrounding areas. Mark is the quintessential Boston guy that speaks his mind. It's unfiltered. He's going to give you his thoughts, whether you like them or you don't. He's going to give you his thoughts on things. And this is an area where I think maybe more so than other places where that's valued. It's really something that people look for is give it to me straight. Mark certainly does that. So what happened here to get into this campaign that happened within the last couple of months, you have Marc Lewis at a Red Sox game in a beverage, Suncruiser, a relatively new drink that Mark has certainly taken a liking to. So unpaid, Mark, because this is what he does. He does professionally, but this is what he just does. He speaks his mind. He tells you how he feels about his thoughts and feelings. Mark is sitting in the bleachers at Fenway Park with a can of Suncruiser, and Mark just starts talking, right? He starts rolling out in the bleachers here, and what he does is he creates a video where he's essentially explaining his night, how much he's enjoying his night at Fenway Park, and how he's doing it with Suncruiser, the drink that he, in his video, tells you thinks is far superior than anything else you can get in within the ballpark, really in anywhere. In the meantime, Mark is so passionate about this. Again, remind you, unpaid. Mark coins the term cruise control. Organically thinks of it, I'm in cruise control at Fenway Park, and that cruise control line has now started to grow some virality of its own. What happened was the engagement here with over 350 comments and 651,000 views on this video right now with almost 10,000 likes. Mark had a viral moment with Suncruiser, an unpaid, the unpaid brand that he's showcasing in this video. And then what happened after that is Mark really had the Suncruiser fever, being in cruise control, continue to promote the brand. Another video, almost 50K views, wearing the gear, and then has continued to realize there's something going on here. With the photos and videos of you drinking the Suncruiser, mixing it into his content here, tagging the brand, really proving how loyal he is to them. Again, unpaid, and then recently more content from Mark with Suncruiser front and center while doing all of his other work. At present, we did talk with Mark, and there are talks with Suncruiser about potentially working together. Not exactly sure where that stands or how that will all end up. But for us to watch this happen, and for any clients or prospective people that are people or businesses that are watching this, it's something that we preach authenticity. If anyone were to come to me, what am I looking for? Someone that's authentic and will truly care about your brand, not just take a check and speak to it, on whatever social or whatever their platforms are. You want someone that's going to speak passionately about your brand, that's going to capture people's attention, one with what they're saying, but the energy, and the true thoughts and feelings that they have behind it, right? So watching this all play out has been pretty amazing, and I wouldn't be surprised if the two continue to work together or start to work together. But speaking with Mark, just asking him about this, it was just an organic thing that he did, and it sparked into something that the amount of views on this getting. I'm sure with over stories is well over 1 million views now. It just goes to speak to the power of influencer marketing, but truly the authenticity, and that is the driving force behind influencer marketing. So shout out to Mark for a job well done on just being him, and curious to see where this goes.